Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, hey, this doesn't work. Woo! Let's get open for business. I got to tell you, I had literally been running like a crazy man, building up to the Redskin Dallas game and getting ready for it, and even at the game, trying to make sure everybody had a good time, trying to make sure everybody could get their eat on and the emotion of the game and everything else. I think it finally hit me that I was just really, really tired. I mean, exhausted, and I just literally got home from work and I sat down on the couch and I just fell asleep. I just literally drifted off for about an hour and just woke up and I didn't know where I was. And I was like, what the heck happened? I guess it just finally just drained out. Um, I got a lot going on, and I'm actually going to be going away Saturday. There's the old saying, happy wife, happy life. I'm going to actually be going on a cruise that I'm not really looking forward to with the wife and a bunch of friends. No, let me not say that. I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to it. But I feel like I got so much work to do. I feel guilty taking vacations, and that's the honest truth. I got my cousin's basement that we need to get done for him before Thanksgiving because he's got people there. I've got, of course, the Dallas Cowboys to take care of, and the dog had surgery. So it's hard for me to just stop and just try and enjoy myself. I feel guilty. But my wife works really hard and she deserves a vacation. This is kind of our 50th birthday celebration, and I turned 53. And we got our 15-year anniversary that comes up soon, so we're kind of doing it as a combination. So I got that coming up as well. So just forewarning you, I'm getting the internet package on the boat, and hopefully I'll be able to post and keep up with our Cowboys. If not, I will go completely crazy. But at least it's during the bye week. And this bye week is coming perfect because I'll be on this cruise during it, and I'll be back before we take on the Titans. But we've got some injuries also to deal with that may be good to have this bye week right now. Zack Martin has got a sprained knee. And I remember because where we were sitting at the game, we were right by the tunnel. And as soon as we scored that touchdown before the half, Zack Martin was going into the locker room before everybody else. And I was like, oh, crap. Zach's hurt. So it's a sprained MCL. Okay, it's not an ACL. It's the medial collateral ligament. Having the 2 weeks here to help heal is definitely a good thing, and he's been kind of nicked up all season, but right now he's been playing the best on that offensive line by far. Also, tight end, Golf Schwam, has a sprained MCL as well, and it seems like that's our bugaboo this season. Normally it's hamstrings that we have issues with, but now it's knee injuries. So he's got a sprained knee, and I'm wondering if this ends up kind of helping to open the doors a little bit more for Rico. But again, he's got 2 weeks, so that'll help some as well. And then we've got Randy Gregory is actually getting his knee scoped today. He won't practice this week. We have back on the practice field tomorrow and Thursday, and then they're off until Monday. He's getting his knee scoped, cleaned out, take care of a little stuff in there and things. Now, it's possible for him to play against the Titans. I won't say it's definite. I'm going to tell you something that you guys will say, you're full of crap, Mark Holmes. It didn't happen to you. I played football back in the caveman days. High school football, graduated in 84. And yes, we did have cages on our helmets. But my senior year, the last scrimmage that we had, the last couple of minutes, we punted the ball. My job was outside contain. I had a scout from UVA that was interested in taking me from being an offensive guard and making me a fullback. And I remember like yesterday running down the field, boom, hearing the football, poof, as it goes up, looking back and seeing it. running down the field, outside contain, turning in. I see the ball carrier right there. The ball goes right through his hands, hits his knee, bounces my way. And I'm thinking this is the perfect way to end this game. Picking up the ball and going in for 6. And right as my fingertips were about to touch the football, I remember I can even remember the smell of the grass. Right as I'm leaning over to grab that football, I get blasted in my shoulder. And my left leg is planted. And my knee goes like that. And the camera angle from the booth was perfect because it was looking at the fumble on the punt. And you see my knee literally go. I watched it one time, but I'll never get that image out of my head. Like I said, it was the caveman days of football and of medicine as well. They took me to the hospital. They said, "Oh, you sprained your knee. Stay off of it for a few days and go see your doctor, next week." And like an idiot, immediately Monday, I'm sitting there trying to work out and trying to jog around the track, trying to get ready to play because when you're young, you always figure I can play. It doesn't matter how hard you are. Went to the doctor on the following Friday and wasn't quite getting better, so he sent me to a specialist, Dr. Ain, who was actually one of the forerunners of the scope, one of the best knee doctors in the area. And this is when the scope had just started really being used. It was new technology. They weren't able to start doing reconstructions with it. But when they went in, they found out that my ACL was torn. And instead of doing a reconstruction, which would have been basically a scar like this one, let me show you this knee over here, where they actually cut you open from here to here, peel it back, and repair it, in which case it was about a 2-year process. They have the scope where they put 3 holes in it, stick one in there, it's a camera and the tool and all that. Another one flushes water in. I don't know what the third one does. They went in, they cleaned up my knee, and the ACL was like 2 mop ends. It was like 2 mop ends there, he said, and they just cleaned it, took it out. And they said with some therapy and a brace, you might play a couple of games before the season's over. 2.5 weeks after that, I was actually playing football. True story. And to this day, this knee right here, which is ugly, you can see some of the lumps and the bumps and stuff in it, and hurts like hell all the time, which all the years of walking on it and football and everything else without an ACL, it's just got bone on bone. The cartilage, the meniscus, and everything is shot. But I only missed 4 games that season. So Randy Gregory having his knee cleaned out, it's very conceivable that he'll play in 2 weeks. We'll have to wait and see if that happens, and hopefully it's just minor. Like I said, it's just a matter of the cuts healing because it'll be scoped out. So there's that. We got Amari Cooper. He'll be at the Star tomorrow working out. We'll see how it works. I want to talk to somebody else on their thoughts, and so I'm working on doing an interview with Vash, because Vash is my man when it comes to drafted, guys in the draft and everything else, and he can give a better perspective on his thoughts on whether or not that was a good move or not. The more I think about it, I'm beginning to think that move for Amari Cooper was pretty good. Time will tell. Some people think that it's a prove it for Dak Prescott. I think it's a prove it for Jason Garrett, more so, because you can get rid of Jason Garrett at the end of the year and bring in another coach. You can't get rid of Dak Prescott and get another quarterback next year. To me, that says Dak's going to be here at least this year and next year. And I think you actually have to give him some time to work with the receiver. But we'll talk with Vash and get his opinion on it. There's a lot of people that are mixed on it. Some people will say it's a great move. Other people say it's a waste. But I think about how many picks that Atlanta gave up for Julio Jones. I think about how many picks people have given up for moving up in the draft for quarterbacks and things. If he becomes a Pro Bowler again, then I think he did a good job. So as always, friends, I'll be back later on. I got to get my wits about me. Like I said, I was literally just knocked the F out. Um, I believe from all the stuff from the draft. But I'll talk to you later, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and I'll see you later.